You're still gonna see me working out a lot. It's a happy day. It's a happy, happy day. Morning, Trainiacs. So I sat down with Coach Pat last night and we got a race plan for Ironman Campeche, and I'll share that with you later today. Also, got the new Hoob outfit here. Race suit. Want to make sure that I give this a good test out at least a couple of times before the race. You never want to go into a race with anything, like nothing nutrition-wise, race plan, pacing, gear that you haven't done before in your training. So I got this good looking little number from Hoob yesterday. So that means today I hop on the bike, I'm gonna give it a try. And in related excellent news to the meeting that I had with Coach Pat yesterday, he promised that there would be no more surprise murderous workouts. Ting! So that means that we're actually into the full-on taper process. Nothing but active rest. You're still gonna see me working out a lot, looking out at the schedule for the next 2 weeks. It's just gonna be at a lower volume, 45 minutes here today instead of an hour and 10. And that, because I've been smashing my body for 4 months, in itself is enough of a rest for my body to recover for Ironman Campeche bike time. Oh shoot, forgot the heart rate monitor. Not easy to get out. All right, now I'm ready. "45 pretty uneventful minutes later. Done. Doesn't look like it was uneventful. It's kind of hot in here. Gotta go get more hot in the sauna. All right, gang. I met with Coach Pat last night and we came up with the Half-Ironman Campeche 70.3 2017 race plan. And I get a lot of questions from y'all about what my goals are for Ironman Campeche. I give a bit of a BS answer whenever I'm asked that, and I say I don't really have any time goals. That's kinda how I approach a lot of races, especially races like Campeche where I'm going in knowing that I'm in a pretty rough environment. The heat is gonna be brutal, and a lot of people say like, it's not that hot. Have you seen what I train in? It's awful out there. Going from doing 4 months of training in minus 20 to 30 Celsius temperatures in Winnipeg down to plus 20 to 30 in Campeche, it's gonna be tough. We're trying to curb that a little bit with the sauna, but I go in with goals more along the lines of just being more in control of the race than the race is of me. And what I mean by that is I don't want to get out of the swim feeling like I've been pushed around. I want to be in control of the swim. I don't want to end the bike feeling like I'm flat or that my legs are ripped to shreds. And I want to be able to finish the run having not cramped, not walked, and the pace itself ends up being a little bit of an afterthought. If I can execute all those little things of being more in control of the legs of the race than they are of me, then a goal time will come out of it. And the reason that I don't have a specific goal time in mind is because the heat is something that I don't really know how it's gonna work out. Here's Pat's suggestion for a race plan. I talked with him last night and the first thing he says is, we're gonna keep this simple here, Taren. Thanks, bud. Essentially, that is the plan. I want to go fast. But here's how we're going to break up the race. For the swim, we're going to take the first 400 meters pretty quick. It's going to be like not quite time trial 400 meter pace, but certainly faster than I can hold for the entire duration of the swim. Why we're doing that is to get any swimmers that are going to hold me up, knock me around, get them in behind me and see if I can get onto some fast feet. After 400 meters or the first buoy, whichever one comes quicker, then I settle into a steady pace. And I'm not really looking to gain a lot of time in the swim. So that's the plan for the swim. The bike, we're gonna do in sections of 25%, 50%, 25%, thereabouts. So that means the first 25% of the bike being about 22 kilometers and 13, 14 miles, we're gonna be settling in and just drinking, getting our heart rate adjusted, taking it easy, going at like somewhere around around 65 to 70% of FTP, below race pace. The middle 50% is where we crush it. That's where we go 75% of FTP to maybe 80% of FTP if I'm feeling good. The last 25% of the bike, so the last 22, 23K, 13, 14 miles, we settle back in to about 70% of FTP, just under race pace, because we want legs not to be thrashed in that last little bit. We want them to feel refreshed and ready for the run, because the run, in my case, is where I've lost the most time. We've also got a cap on the beats per minute of my heart rate on the bike of 155. If I start going faster than 155, throw the race plan and the FTP numbers out the window and just keep my heart rate lower than that, because probably something's going wrong with nutrition, the heat's getting to me too much, something's wrong, and if I push it past that, I'm probably in a lot of trouble. Then the run. Well, again, you see that? Just run is what he tells me. All of our training has been at a 1:35 half marathon type of pace. That's a 4:30 per kilometer, 7:08 mile, something like that. And we're going to try to hold that 4:30 pace for the first 8 miles. If I'm feeling good in the last 5, just leave it all out there. Don't worry about cramping, hammer it. If I start going out too hot, even though I might be feeling good, I am probably gonna be setting myself up for a pretty tough last 15 kilometers. And again, I've got a heart rate beats per minute danger zone of 165 to 170, a little bit higher than on the bike, because on the run, you've got to hold your body upright and your heart rate is naturally higher. Pace itself ends up being a little bit of an afterthought. If I can execute all those little things of being more in control of the legs of the race than they are of me, then a goal time will come out of it. So overall times, swim, we're looking at somewhere around 32 minutes. Bike, 225, 230. Run, we're looking at about 135 for a total of 437, plus transitions, getting to around 440, if everything goes according to plan. There you go. There's your answer. That's what I'm shooting for. We'll see how it goes. Now, I gotta wrap up the day and head to what do I have? It's taper week, Tuesday run. 6 mile tempo? I think it's a 6 mile tempo. I haven't been in Pan Am to run in ages. Let's go do that. All right, just a 5 mile or so run. About 2 miles at tempo pace. Nothing serious. Just an easy peasy, turn the legs over for a little bit kind of run. And then I think I'm gonna go eat a whole pizza and watch curling with Kim. It's a happy day. It's a happy, happy day. That's that, 36 minutes. Taper week? Taper week. I mean process. Process is for real this time, and I'm digging it so far. All right, pizza and curling and wine and the lovely wife Kim. Good night.